Hi, my name is Bergeron. This is my vlog number 3. I'm going to talk about the valedictorian speech that we had to review and critique. I feel like the speech was very well delivered and written. I feel like she said a lot of things that about 95% of the people in the audience would not have said. I also think that she did a great job with providing clarity and assertiveness. She gave vivid examples of her personal opinions about the American schooling system. A couple weaknesses that I saw were, she fumbled over some words. She didn't really have any dynamics to her speech. She was kind of monotone the whole time. She didn't use any hand gestures or attention getters. She fumbled over her words a little bit, but I do that every speech I present, whether it's online or in a public forum. So can't really fault her too much for that. The nerves probably got her. I believe her purpose was to let people know that there are flaws in the American schooling system. She gave her personal opinions about how her school, even though she was at the top of her class, all they wanted out of her was, to achieve high scores on material presented and standardized tests. They didn't really, you know, make them think outside the box. And, she gave her opinion also about, if another student had another way of thinking of things, it was frowned upon because it was outside of the system. So I believe her main purpose of the speech was just to let everybody know that the American schooling system does have flaws and that there are other ways to learn and to be taught. I believe her verbal communication was very good. She stayed on the path. Her thoughts were clear. She didn't really have too much nonverbal communication that I noticed. She, like I said before, she did lack, in dynamics. That was a big deal for me. So, she could add some attention getters, raise and lower her voice instead of keeping it monotone the whole time. Maybe some hand gestures, like I said before. All that would add to the dynamics of the speech, and I thought she lacked a lot of dynamics. I believe she did establish credibility with her audience. She probably related more to her fellow students on the right of her than the audience out front. But I do believe that, a lot of the audience probably agreed with her. And, she said some stuff that a lot of them wouldn't say, but everybody was thinking, or so it seemed. If I had to grade the speech, I would probably give it a B plus, borderline A minus, because, I did like the speech. The content was great. The delivery was good. It seemed well rehearsed, but the only problem is the dynamics. It didn't really ease me of any boredom. I got bored after the first 2 or 3 minutes because there was nothing to grab my attention and hold it and put me on the edge of my seat waiting for more. But yeah, so the overall reaction was I was a bit shocked that she came out and said that how she did, and I give her an A for effort for sure on having the guts to go out and say that in front of all those faculty that probably were not thinking that she would come out and say how she really felt about the school system. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Thank you and have a good night.